On today's show, we are getting into sexual freedom, black folks versus white folks. Who has sexual freedom and why, and whose taboos are deeper and why. So stay tuned.
Warning: the G.S.C Chronicles contains adult content and adult language. So please remove all children from the room. And if you are not in a private setting, meaning if your ass is at work or at church or around some people you don't want to know that you on some freaky shit, please wear headphones. Welcome to the G.S.C Chronicles. On this podcast, we focus on alternative relationship styles, kinks, fetishes, as they relate to the black community and all people of color. So sit back and enjoy the show.
And we're back. So, on the last show, this was a topic we didn't get into, but I really feel like it's a very important topic to talk about, which is sexual freedom and the difference between sexual freedom in the white community and in the black community.
Define
Taboos.
sexual freedom.
Like, white people in this country have a freedom in how they have sex, in their sexuality, what they're allowed to do, what they're allowed to get away with, that other people really don't. Black people have so many taboos attached to sex and sexuality in our community that it is really oppressive. You know what I'm saying?
Monogamy.
Like, no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like,
I just saw the other day on Twitter someone said, on God, if you fuck your girl in the ass, you're gay. Period.
that type shit. That type shit.
Period.
I know certain black women to where, nigga, if you moan too soft when y'all fucking, you're gay to them for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like all of these
That's
different
crazy to me.
taboos. Like I remember literally like when I was in high school, it was a cultural thing in the hood to where if you ate pussy, you was a punk. If you sucked dick, you was a hoe. There was no way around that. That's what it was.
Growing up, it was like that.
And then, you know what I mean? Like, those are taboos, I feel like, that are so restricted in our community. And the fact that, you know, playing for both teams, you know, dabbling in the vanilla and the chocolate, I know the difference between the freedom of being with a lot of white women, shit that you can do and get away with that you can't do and get away with black women.
A thumb in the butt.
And there's a lot of black women who try to deny this, but I don't give a shit. You can watch so many TV shows and movies and hear so many different comedy skits and music to where you will hear oh, I don't do that. You better go get you a white bitch for that. Like, that's been a trope in the black community for so long. That is an acknowledgement that there is shit you're not willing to do, but white women are willing to do.
You said semen in my hair.
That shit. Look, I am like a 12 gauge shotgun. Bitch, when I go off, it spreads. It's buckshot. I can't, you know what I'm
help
saying?
it.
This is not a 22 or a 38. I can't just shoot like, pew. Nah, I'm hitting everything. And to be honest, it's a little frightening when you're trying to catch that money shot on a woman who can't get her hair wet.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like she can just run in the bathroom and wash her hair and then it's not a situation.
Right.
Like, you fuck around, get some cum in a black chick hair, nigga, it's a situation.
It's a problem.
Nigga, that's a problem. Yeah. And sometimes I don't really want to have to deal with that problem.
You ever ate a black chick's booty?
Yeah, they all love that shit. And this is what's funny.
But that's also a cultural sexual freedom thing, right?
Recently, the whole eating ass thing and being able to say that publicly
Both
is
men and women.
3-4 years old. That's not been a thing. That's some literal new shit. And it has only become new shit because that
Rappers.
no.
Wait, you don't think people were eating booty in the 1960s?
They,
they
were
were.
eating booty,
Oh.
Just wasn't.
but you
accepted.
didn't talk about that shit.
Oh yes, okay, I can agree with that. Yeah.
It has only recently become a, oh yeah, I eat ass. You watch The Breakfast Club or you watch Ebro in
The
the morning
pride
and
in
be
it.
like, oh, you eat the booty, and you'll have celebrities be like, oh yeah, you know I eat the ass. We grown up in here, nigga. Nobody would say that shit 6 years ago, 7 years ago. If it wasn't for what's that Jenny Eco chick,
Jenny
and
Aiko.
Gotta eat
Kevin
the booty like
Gates
groceries.
and all of them type motherfuckers who began to publicly say it, it probably still wouldn't be a thing that was admitted to. There's a lot of chicks now who talk about what the fuck they don't do. They do it, they enjoy it, but they won't own it. You know what I'm saying?
Own it like out.
Oh
publicly.
yeah, that's what I do. That's how I get down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll be, I don't do that shit. That shit's nasty, bitch. I just did it to you last night.
Last night, what did you
Why
talk
are you
about?
fronting?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't want people to know, just don't make a comment at all. That's
Yeah.
how I feel about it. Don't lie and be like, oh, that's nasty. I don't do that. If you don't want people to know you do it, don't join in the conversation.
You said there's
don't
six
make a comment.
six people there, and you just have to be the one that's be like, I don't do that. But you didn't have to say nothing.
Yeah. But I will tell you this. It was a white woman who first took my, I don't even know what you would call that, salad tossing virginity. You know what I'm saying? My first wife, you know what I'm saying? She did that roll over, nigga. Let me
How'd you feel about that?
rub you down. Oh, I punched her in the face. I mean, the first time, like, I did react kind of badly, but later on, after the apologies and the arguments and all that shit, I was like, damn, that shit felt hella good, you know what I'm saying? And of course, women can break you down. They know how to wear you down. They're patient. She was patient. And she wore me down. You know what I'm saying? Got me real nice and liquored up and high. Just kind of rolled me over on my stomach and rubbed me down and went to town. And I was like, oh,
I don't think anybody should deny themselves.
my life
The
has
pleasure.
been changed.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. But
I'm gonna deny.
Deny what? What are you denying, D?
yeah, what are you denying?
I'd rather not make a comment.
Look, and this is the whole thing too, man. When,
What about threesomes in the black community?
oh man, we kind of should have touched on this last show too, because I think in the black community, especially, there is such a deep-rooted distrust in relationships, and there is such a strong vein of jealousy. Because a lot of that shit that you see online and Instagram and shit be from black folk. You know what I mean? Like, those memes and check your nigga phone and check your chick phone and all these type things,
Yeah.
because white folks don't really have a culture of being a player. That's not really a thing in their community like it is in ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be a player, to be a Mac, to be a ladies' man is a thing in our community. And there are a lot of men that subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
there is such a
Blue faces.
kind of inbred distrust. You know what I mean? Which that distrust breeds jealousy and insecurity. So I don't know many all black threesomes or group situations that stay on the level and positive and not go left.
I seen a badass black orgy on Pornhub.
Yeah, nigga, that's a porno.
It was great. Pinky was on there.
I love Pinky.
Fuck Pinky. I boycott Pinky. Pinky ain't
Why?
shit. She don't do anal. Fuck her.
She doesn't do.
She don't do anal.
I guess
don't
I've
do
never seen. But what if she
And-
just?
Another reason why
What if
I
she
don't
can't
fucking
do
like
it?
Pinky, The bitch don't eat pussy.
He's aggressive right
I
now,
don't
y'all.
understand.
You wait, but I've
She
seen her
eats
with girls
ass.
and stuff.
She eats a bitch's ass. She will never eat the bitch's pussy. I think that's punk shit.
I can't even think. Oh.
How you gonna eat a booty, but you won't eat a pussy?
Maybe she's not bi, but she's just doing it for the
Okay,
camera.
this is the
She's
thing.
eating the girl's ass.
This is the thing.
But she could probably eat a guy's ass too, and maybe
If
that
you're-
makes her feel more.
I don't know. As a straight person, I couldn't see myself going, you could pay me to eat a nigga ass, but I ain't gonna suck his dick. I couldn't even see that.
Okay,
You know what
fair.
I'm saying?
Touche.
Like,
Touche.
if she's a straight woman, how do you even bring yourself to eat a chick's ass, but you won't eat her pussy? That baffles me.
But her ride game is strong.
Let's talk about Tiana Trump's head.
What?
I feel
Tiana
like
Trump.
sometimes it's like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes she makes a lot of motions,
All
like
neck. I was about to say it's
but
all
I'm like,
neck.
girl, are you really sucking that dick?
I do not like porn head. I think it is very disingenuous.
I think a lot of it is terrible.
Because
Oh yeah.
if you watched porn 8 years ago, that you didn't hear none of it. It ain't like deep throating is new, but that sound is some made up shit. That's all derived from porn, and that's where it comes from. And then you got real life bitches doing that. I don't make that goddamn sound. You sound retarded.
Oh,
Don't
like
do
that gargling noise when
Yeah,
they're
don't
not
do
really
that
like
shit.
they don't have to make that noise.
Yeah, like in porn, it's theatrical.
I mean, it is though, so that's kind of like part of it, you know.
And I be trying to tell motherfuckers, porn is like a kung fu movie. Everything is overly dramatic to be overly dramatic. It's theatrical. It's
Like
entertainment.
they just started eating her pussy, and she's like, ah, just right off the bat.
Yeah, all that shit.
That be making me
porn
laugh
be
sometimes.
so unrealistic.
So, do you think porn has made up, or like, I was talking to a homie the other day about porn, and we were basically saying like, porn either makes niggas come too quick or not come at all. That makes sense. Do you think so?
I mean, there are people with porn addictions that end up having trouble in their real life relationships because
So your
they
answer is
can't
yes.
they can't like
Copulate.
yeah, they
in real
can't
life.
copy or like complete that fantasy that they see online because it's not real.
I think
So
one of the greatest harms that will come from porn that really hasn't maturated yet, there's so much headless porn. I don't think a lot of young guys are gonna be able to be okay with a chick with a head. There's so much porn where nobody's face is in this motherfucker.
but I feel like those are just more of like the like not like those high production porns. It's just like those amateur porns that do that.
We've already talked about bagging women.
No, I mean there's like
Bag over her head. We don't want to see her face.
Because I've seen like the high. Because honestly, sometimes I don't even really like the high production, super HD fucking porn. Like I feel
call it
like
Tumblr porn, right?
I feel like it'd be so like it's like so fake to the point where like I'm not even getting turned on.
or
right
the
now.
or the ones with the extra long stories with them.
No, I don't.
I don't like those.
I'm not
either.
really. This is the thing.
30 seconds skip forward.
I don't really watch porn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not even when you masturbate.
I don't really masturbate.
You just got all these people just.
No, I mean it's just like
Should I be masturbating? I'm 22.
I
No.
masturbate all the time.
y'all two situations.
3 hands.
No, I don't masturbate because I need to be able to perform on task at the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to lose any of my vigor, you know what I'm saying, by masturbating and watching porn. You know what I mean?
Well, oh,
Because I got to win. Like, me and my chick recently talked about this, and I had to tell her, you don't fuck me, I fuck you. You don't knock me out, I knock you out. I win. You done came like 10 times before I come. I win. I have to win. Period. And I can't. It's just like a boxer, nigga. Like, you cannot be fucking before a fight. You cannot lose that
Not even like the day before.
vitality. Nope.
So you think you're like draining your
So if you
energy?
have you ever had sex 2 days in a row?
Yeah.
So then, what's the second day like?
It's a little harder to have as much aggression and physicality. But even at my age now and with the gain of weight, I feel like I still am high performance.
So then, what about those like things where they says like, if you masturbate before you, have you ever heard of this? So they say if you masturbate before like going out to meet somebody or some shit like that, like
Oh, you'll think clearly.
you're more social and like you'll think clearly. Is that
Yeah, absolutely.
so that's well, why? I've never
Before I
gotten
go
that.
out on a date, I just have sex.
So before you go out on a date with another woman, you have sex with a
Yeah.
different woman.
Yeah.
And so, how does that make you think clearly? I don't get it. I mean, I've done it before, and I've really like tried to like realize like why the fuck am I like?
Well, the want to not allowing your lust to infiltrate your thought and your mood when you're on a date.
So you're saying like those times where people have busted a nut and realized I should not be here.
Yeah.
Like,
Because as a man, and who the fuck did I just hear say this? Post-nut syndrome. I think I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast and they were talking about it. And I had never heard the term coined before, but when he said it, post-nut syndrome, and then they started talking about it, I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck it is. And basically what it is, a man does not really know if he likes you until he busts a nut. Until you fuck, that is the defining moment when he knows if he really likes you or not. And as a man, when you think about it, when I meet a woman
this is amazing.
and to go out on a date, obviously I'm attracted to her, right? So there's already a lustful component to it. Mm-hmm. I am more apt to deal with bullshit before I fuck than after, right? I'm more able to kind of brush off red flags. Once I fuck, then all the logical dominoes fall and go, this was a mistake. And usually it's immediate. From that rollover and lay down or that get up and walk to the bathroom, as a man, you know, oh, I really like her. Like, you think about the next time you hang out, or you think about the next date, or you know what I mean? Like, but after that nut, when you walk to the bathroom, go, oh shit, how the fuck am I gonna cut this off? You know what I'm saying? That's where the whole ghosting phenomenon comes from. It's post-nut syndrome. Like, you done fucked and realized, I don't really like her like that. But you know you didn't kind of cross the line once y'all done slept together. And I was like, damn, that's... And two, the way that him and his guests were articulating it, I really kind of felt that. You know what I mean? And men feel it the most when they have been made to wait. Right? A lot of women feel like the wait, oh, so we can get to know each other and be friends and all this bullshit. You are piling a man up, right? So he's doing things that he normally wouldn't do with you if y'all were in a relationship. He's doing things with you that he normally wouldn't do before y'all
Just
fuck.
to get the nut off.
Once he fucks, he goes, oh man. Not just all the things you don't like flood to the forefront. Because once you bust a nut, I have been in a situation where I'm nutted. And then she said something, and I go, damn, I can't stand this bitch's voice. And I realized, like, damn, I don't like talking to her because she sounds like a chickmunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be shit like that. That once that nut is busted, how you really feel is just immediate. And I don't know if that's for everybody, but I know for me and a lot of men that I've had those conversations with, yeah, that's what.
I feel like it's much different for women.
How
Post
so?
nut
Well,
syndrome.
I feel like for women, like, I feel like I've had this conversation with other girls too. Like, guys think that as we're talking to them, like, we're trying to figure out, like, if we would have sex with them or not, or if we like them. But, like, personally, before I even, like, hang out with a guy, I already know if I'm gonna let them, like, have sex with me or not. And so I feel like,
So what's the wait for? And how long are you making them wait?
well,
Or how long would you wait?
for me, so to make other people wait, for me, it's kind of just dependent on the person. Cause the last person that I had, I it was a few years ago. I made them wait like a month and a half or like 2 months, but that was only because I had just gotten out of a relationship and they were much older than me, so I was just kind of like not in a rush and I didn't really care, so I was just like, nope, nope, we're gonna wait, nope, nope, nope. So that was just kind of like situational to that. But personally, like, I want to have sex soon because if I feel like it's whack, why would I even like pursue, like, because I feel like there's a certain point where it's like, oh, you guys can have great sex and then there's even more y'all can learn from that to like open up more doors. But you have to have like a certain level of sex to be like, okay, well, I'll work on this, like we can do more and we can try new things. But if it's trash, like I'm not interested in being like your teacher and like teaching you.
How long would you wait? If it needs to say you gotta wait this long, how long would you wait? What's your like? Alright, I'm moving on. 6 months.
I don't. Well, I would probably be having sex with somebody else during that time. So
Now, I will say this is a generational thing, right? Because women in my generation, the concept of waiting has been, and this black, white, whatever, right? The concept of waiting has been such a big thing. And it's been so kind of conditioned and driven home that the waiting is a necessity to have, the beginning of a good relationship and to see if things are going to work. And at my age, I dealing with women in my generation, like, I don't really understand it. You know what I mean? Because what happens in this time, if you fall for me, we fuck and I don't like it and I don't want to pursue it. Now you just spend all this time building up these emotions
Yep.
and becoming emotionally attached to me.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is not what. And even women in my generation are more apt to make sex sound unappealing to boast a moral standpoint. Oh, I don't
Whack.
do this and I don't do that and I don't do this. And I don't think they realize, like, do you not realize how that translates to me is I need to be with you and be committed to very boring, mediocre sex. What the fuck makes you think I want to do that? You know what I'm saying? But that's been like such a heavy concept of women talking about what they don't do and what they ain't gonna do and how long you need to wait and being very prudish or being very what is the word? I don't want to use the word moralistic, but basically that's what it is about sex. And it's just like, how long do you think that's gonna keep my dick at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, my dick is a carnivore, and you're trying to tell my dick you're gonna be on a straight vegan diet. Fuck you.
I just feel like that's such a recipe for
My dick
disaster.
want pork belly and ribs, my nigga. Like,
Pork belly and ribs.
you know what I'm saying?
And throat.
Yeah, all that. So, for me, I'm not really even willing to really get emotionally invested in a woman if I don't know if we're sexually compatible or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there.
That's my new punchline.
Yeah, I've done the wait to go, oh, I don't like having sex with you. We're friends. We are now automatically friends. Because anything romantic is not going past this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I got a good realistically, I got maybe it depends actually. It depends on the person. Probably like a week. Got a good week in me. 7 days.
Week to what? Well, this is okay. So
2 weeks.
I don't believe any
don't know.
period of time of waiting means anything morally.
yeah.
Because for me, whether we fucked the first night or 2 months later,
Right.
that really doesn't determine if I like you or not, and if I want a relationship with you or not.
Well, that's my thought of post nut syndrome though, because it's like once after, so I already gotten to understand your interests and the things you're into, blah 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 blah. But then once I've already nutted. Like once again that clear thought comes up and there's no longer lust, I need to know if I can tolerate X, Y, Z, and B, and A, and
Yeah,
D,
yeah.
and N, and G, and yeah.
But let me ask you this, because I do want to kind of take it back to this, because you two are young and you two are on the opposite end of the hue spectrum. First, you, D.
What's good?
Are there things sexually that you feel like you're not allowed to do because it puts your manhood in jeopardy?
I think the only thing sexually would be with another man. Other than that, all aspects with women, which is my only thing, I have in the past haven't been very open to, but like more coming in the days, it's been.
Oh, you can give that nigga a clap for that.
Y'all damn, so funny.
Proud.
More coming in the days. I've been talking about it and thinking about it and that type of stuff.
Now, let me ask you this.
Like it's just until like yesterday, I just started dipping my thumb in booty. You know.
Your own booty?
No,
Or her booty?
you fucking.
No, I'm just...
Nah, and women's booty.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yesterday? Don't be a liar.
It was like I was giving what's the word?
Back shots?
Metaphor. I was like,
Like you're under exaggerating?
It's new. It's recent.
new. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, let me
sure.
ask you this. Are there things that you'll do with a white woman that you don't feel comfortable doing with a black woman?
Yeah. I actually have a problem. You want to hear my problem?
Yeah.
I have this problem. I have a hard time, like, nutting on faces or backs or butts or anywhere other than the toilet.
What?
Oh,
Wait
well,
a minute.
he's actually kind of gotten better at that in the past few months.
Hold on. Stall that out. I need to
Yeah.
roll that all the way out.
Yeah.
How did... Okay.
Tell
You're in
him
the middle
why.
of sex. How do you interrupt that moment and still hold the urge to bust from the bed to the toilet?
Well, I always locate the toilet. First
Uh-huh.
off, how far is the toilet from the distance of where we're having sex? And two, I always have this thing of like, when I know I'm about to bust, sooner or later, that position has to be working towards the toilet. So, like, say for instance, if we were in the bedroom, the opposite side of where the toilet is, the bathroom, then I know my next position. I'm gonna make it seem like, oh, I'm doing all this fun, nice shit. I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna start humping down the hallway, and now we by the toilet.
Okay. So what is the root causality
Tell him.
of you needing to nut in the toilet?
It's deep rooted.
Listen, well, first off, if I have sex, I need double condoms. Not literally, but that's another exaggeration. But bulletproof condoms is actually what I was referring to. But I don't know. I just haven't had time looking it in. It's just not.
No, that comes from somewhere.
No, tell him. Tell.
Yeah, like
What?
the need to.
You
like,
told me
go in
there's
the
a
toilet.
story.
I forgot the story.
It comes from.
Can I
somewhere.
say?
Sure, I don't care. I
Well,
forgot
you
the story.
you were telling me that back in the day, like all of your older homies would always tell you like, oh, if you bust on her face, like she's a hoe
oh,
or
yeah,
some
God.
shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Or
that
if
too.
if you bust on her, whatever, like she's a hoe then, or
Yeah.
shit like that.
Like what basically like niggas could like growing up, like my brother used to say like I'm like you busting your girlfriend's face. He like nigga, that's my girlfriend. I'll never bust on her face. Basically.
That's the whole point of having a girlfriend is to do all the extra nasty shit you can't do on some one night stand shit.
I never. I don't know. I mean, I
But you haven't been to the toilet in a long time.
I know. I just use condoms.
So if you're using a condom, you can finish while you're still in the act.
Yeah. Even when I have condoms on, I still pull out and run away.
I'm not a fan of this. I like to share that moment, and I feel like it kind of gives
Well,
it
it's
a
time to the bed.
what?
Time to the bed.
I just like to have that moment together, and I feel like he just cuts it off like very abruptly, and
No,
I'm
I'm
just
telling you, this is homework. This is homework. You guys got ropes or cuffs or anything like that at the house?
yeah, we have cuffs.
One set of cuffs, or do you have four? Can you do a complete?
Just one
Both hands
set of
and legs.
cuffs. I mean, we have like ropes and shit.
Okay, ropes. You need to tie him down to the bed.
Okay.
Tie the legs down. You know, four corners. Tie him down.
Okay.
Being that I'm on to this conversation, this is not gonna happen.
Why not?
This is like, I'm not ready for it yet.
Hold on.
I feel like it would be fun.
Blindfold.
I think that'll help.
Okay.
And then blow this motherfucker until he come.
Okay. I can do that.
He's gonna have to be in that moment. Like,
That's a good idea. Actually, I
gonna
never
have to
thought of that.
kinda get over that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hard.
that's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's not normal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that serial killer kind of weird shit. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not following.
Like if you ever hear like the wife or girlfriend of like a serial killer, and they go, "Oh, I didn't know, I didn't see it," and then the interview goes deeper. There's always like one or two really weird, quirky fucking things that they would do. That go, well, I thought it was kind of weird, but you know, everybody's, yeah, it's weird like that. Like, nigga, you gotta run to the toilet and come in the toilet?
In the toilet. It's hard too. You know how hard it is to bust in the toilet when it's hard dick?
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's hard. I had to get a brand new toilet. I had to get a deeper one, the one that like the water go down lower.
So let me ask you this: is that for like both black and white women?
That's for
or
both women. That's for all women.
So you were saying that there are some things that you don't feel comfortable doing with black women that you will do with white women.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable saying what some of those things are?
Sure.
And what are those things?
I haven't put my thumb in a black girl's butt yet. Not yet. Again, I just started yesterday,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
The other day.
yeah, about a month ago.
But okay, so these things that you feel uncomfortable doing with them, do you know why you feel uncomfortable doing it?
Culturally,
Culturally?
sexual freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been with anybody who ain't black?
No. I'm
I guess that's okay. This is a good question. As a non-melanated person who's only been with black men,
Yeah.
do you find that you are more sexually liberated than them, and it's you trying to prompt them to do certain things?
In my experience,
With me, yes. With me, yes, it is.
okay, with
There's a lot
oh
of
shit.
there's a lot of
With Young
stuff
D,
that she's
with Young D, I've
forced me to
definitely
do. She's tied me down to the bed several times.
I've definitely put
and
him on.
Forced me to do some sick shit.
I've definitely opened his mind to some
very
pleasure.
twisted
Some pleasure. I've
stuff.
definitely opened
Hold
his
on,
mind.
let her get it out.
I've definitely opened his mind to some pleasure that he didn't think he was capable of having, which I'm very proud of. But besides Young D,
Don't tell the niggas from the hood this.
besides him, it's actually been my partners who have like kind of hinted at me like, oh, like asking me pretty much like hinting at me to like eat their ass, or like hinting at me to like come on my face or something like that. Like it was always
Anal penetration.
yeah, or anal. Like it was
Still
it was
into none of it.
always them, and it was actually never me. I was always open to. I never was like, oh hell no.
Now, do you feel in those like promptings that this is a secret for them?
For one of them, yes, because I didn't know, but he was actually had a whole girlfriend who was black, and she was like, I think she was very like not wanting to like eat his ass and stuff like that. So in that case, I know that it was kind of like a secret thing for him that he wasn't comfortable like asking his girlfriend to do. So in that, yes. For other cases, no, because they were so open with like the positions they wanted to do when I do it, and like how, and they were just like super vocal. I mean, I don't know if they were necessarily discussing that with their homies, but in the bedroom they were like very open. So yes.
I don't like, for me, I think because I've had a very unorthodox sexual evolution in my life,
Left-handed.
it just is, I drive a hard line with certain shit. Like, I don't give a fuck how a woman views me or my manhood by shit that I like sexually. I could give a fuck less on how niggas look at me for what the fuck I do in the bedroom, because I'm like the eating ass shit. I'm very open to tell a woman, if you don't eat booty, we are on a time limit. This is not a long-term situation. Just hands down.
The ones that Bobby don't fuck with, come here.
And I'm just saying, like, a woman who don't suck dick, we are automatically friends. I do not want nothing with you romantically.
I second that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I have a question for you, Bobby.
yeah,
Have you ever like slapped a woman during sex?
absolutely.
See, that's another problem that I have, man. I have a problem.
Why?
He's doing little
Like,
soft pats.
I don't know. I just never, like you watch certain things like porn and shit, and like you hear about certain situations where niggas like then cock back to full swing and like slap the fuck out of a woman, like you know how you see some shit where a nigga done slapped the woman with his dick and shit. Like, I just have a hard time visualizing that in my head, and it's just I haven't been able.
Well,
to do it.
I think part of your problem is that you have what's called the Madonna complex.
The Madonna.
You see women as virtuous, and it is hard for you to accept the liberated whore inside of a woman. The nasty shit that turns her on, and the limits that she wants. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Calling me a bitch, nigga.
just a little. Because, like, if a woman is telling you, yo, like, I need you to be aggressive.
Choke me.
See, that's the thing. I could choke. I do a choke, but like
Nice firm,
the full slap. I just
almost passing out, but not
I
quite.
haven't been able to.
One
slap him.
time he did, and he was very apologetic afterwards because he thought he hurt me.
Smile. I'm smiling
But
right
you
now.
are a very nice guy, man. Some of that shit does take a level of genuine asshole that I don't think you have.
Yeah, he doesn't. But it's okay.
I still choke, you know.
Yeah, that is. I think to me that's more important than slapping. At least on the face.
I have more of an issue restraining. There's a lot of times I have to restrain myself because I have to remember, nigga, you are 6'7". Your arms and your hands are huge. And usually the women I fuck with is like fake midgets. You know, they like 5'2", 5'3". You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yep.
And I can't just be as aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
But then, like, I don't know, cause I feel like sometimes, like, say for instance, when I'm hitting it from behind, right, nigga, I am coming out like a fucking cannonball, right? Like, nigga, yeah, I'm talking pure aggression, right? But then I just don't have that aggression to where I'm like I can slap a woman. You feel me? It's like I can like if we're fucking like I'm boom 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 like all out throttle, but then the slapping is just that type of aggression is like different.
You can do it. I believe you can do it. It'll be all right. Slap him first.
Are you? How
Slap
do you
him
feel
first.
about that? You want me to slap
Don't
you?
ask. See, this is the thing. You're trying to derive enough aggression for him to slap you back. You're not supposed to be asking him, are you okay with that? No, in the middle of it,
Just
reach up and slap his ass one time.
Okay.
Now, if you start crying, that's a problem. No, say what you're saying. What you saying.
I'ma kill you.
I'm
I'm playing.
I don't think there's anything that I feel uncomfortable doing sexually.
Yeah, I got a few things. I'm just
Oh.
not there yet.
I don't think there's anything I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't think of anything
Now,
off the top
this
of
is
my
a
head.
question. What is a desire that you have to do, you want to do, that he's not letting you do?
Not letting?
Anal.
You go, hey, I want to do this. I like this. And he's like, nah, I'm not into that shit. Now, you say anal, you talking about you or her.
Both.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. You don't fuck her in the ass?
Absolutely not.
I think it's
You do know that's a whole orgasm you're robbing her from.
also
I
we need
meet in
pointers
other
as a
ends.
group because I don't know how to like stretch out my asshole. To be honest, it be hurting. It's
Okay.
tight,
Can we get into that on the next show?
or maybe on the or you can just give me some pointers off camera.
Yeah. So, on that note, we have our first topic for the next show. We will go through anal sex and anal prep.
Ain't no prep.
And we're going to wrap up this show. So,
No
appreciate your
way.
time and attention. Everybody listening. And remember, safe, sane, consensual, protected.
Yes.
Peace.
Kisses.
Whoa.
Thank you for listening. And if you like this show and you want to help us grow, please like, subscribe, and share this podcast or just an episode that you like the most. And also leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever you catch us. If you would like to make a donation to the show, please go to our page at hklogic.podbean.com and become a patron of the show. If you would like to contact us, you can email us at hardknocklogic@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 510-255-4546. Again, that's 510-255-4546. 4546. And you can always catch all of our content on this network at hklogic.podbean.com. Hope you come back. Hope you give us another listen. Peace.